Let's talk about something that every man faces at some point, our attitude toward girls. Here's the truth. For many men, thoughts about women can dominate their minds, their time, and even their decisions. But what if I told you that your attitude toward girls could either hold you back or make you unstoppable? In this video, I'm breaking down 5 powerful attitudes every man should have when it comes to women. These aren't just about building better relationships. They're about shifting your mindset, reclaiming your focus, and becoming a stronger, more disciplined man. And here's the bonus. You'll learn how to stop overthinking about girls altogether, freeing up your energy to dominate in every other area of your life. So if you're ready to level up and take control, let's dive in. Point 1. Respect without obsession. Let's start with the first, and perhaps the most misunderstood attitude, respect without obsession. Picture this. You're watching a movie like The Great Gatsby. Jay Gatsby spends years building wealth, hosting extravagant parties, all for the hope that Daisy will walk back into his life. His obsession with her blinds him to reality, and ultimately, it destroys him. Now let me ask you, do you think Gatsby's story is one of power? No. It's a story of misplaced focus. Respecting women means appreciating their individuality, their thoughts, their values, and their choices. But here's the difference. Respect doesn't mean worship. When you place someone on a pedestal, you're saying they're above you, and that's where obsession begins. This mindset kills your confidence, distracts you from your goals, and makes you dependent on external validation. Instead, take a lesson from powerful men in history, like Elon Musk. He focuses on his mission, respects others, but never lets admiration derail him from his purpose. Here's the takeaway. Treat everyone with respect, but remember, your self-worth isn't tied to anyone else. Real power comes from staying grounded, no matter who enters your life. Point number 2, focus on your mission first. Now let's move to the second key attitude. Focus on your mission first. Imagine Tony Stark from Iron Man. Before he became Iron Man, he was a genius inventor, focused entirely on building cutting-edge technology. His mission wasn't to impress anyone. It was to innovate, to lead, and to make a mark on the world. And guess what? That's exactly what made him so magnetic. Here's the reality. Women are drawn to men who have purpose. When your mission drives you, it creates a powerful aura, because a man with direction is a man who stands out. But too often, men get caught up in chasing relationships or worrying about what others think, losing sight of their goals. Let me give you a real-world example. Imagine a student who spends hours texting or scrolling through dating apps, neglecting his studies or career plans. He may win attention temporarily, but in the long run, he's sacrificing his potential for short-term validation. The lesson here? Prioritize your goals above all else. Build your skills, advance your career, and chase excellence. Because when you focus on your mission, the rest, success, respect, and even relationships will naturally follow. Point number 3, control your emotions. The third powerful attitude is all about mastering your emotions. And let's be clear, controlling your emotions doesn't mean ignoring them. It means not letting them control you. Think of Bruce Wayne from Batman Begins. After the tragedy of losing his parents, he doesn't spiral into anger or despair. Instead, he channels that pain into purpose, using it to train his mind and body to become Gotham's protector. Bruce Wayne's strength isn't just physical. It's his emotional discipline that sets him apart. Now let's bring it into real life. Imagine you're at work, and someone criticizes you unfairly. The average person would react immediately, maybe lash out or let the criticism ruin their day. But a powerful man pauses, processes the situation, and responds thoughtfully. Here's why emotional control is so important. When you're reactive, you give others power over you. But when you're calm, composed, and intentional, you stay in control. One simple exercise. The next time you feel overwhelmed, pause for just 5 seconds and take a deep breath. That small moment of reflection can change how you respond. And that's the difference between being reactive and being powerful. Remember, a powerful man doesn't let his emotions dictate his actions. Instead, he uses them as fuel to grow stronger and more resilient. Point number 4, limit social media consumption. Let's talk about a silent but powerful drain on your energy, social media. The fourth attitude every powerful man must develop is the discipline to limit social media consumption. Think about it. How often have you opened your phone just for a minute and then suddenly lost an hour scrolling through posts, stories, or videos? It's not just a waste of time. It's a trap that warps your perception of reality. Here's a simple example. Imagine a young man who constantly sees pictures of luxury lifestyles, perfect relationships, and success stories. Over time, he begins to feel inadequate, comparing his real life to someone else's highlight reel. The result? He becomes anxious, distracted, and even less motivated to pursue his own goals. Now take someone like Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher. He didn't have social media, but his writings and meditations teach us something timeless. Focus on what you can control and filter out distractions. Here's the solution. Treat social media like junk food. Consume it in moderation. Set limits on your usage. Unfollow accounts that don't add value, and use it intentionally to learn, grow, or connect, not to mindlessly scroll. When you reduce the noise, you create space for clarity. And a powerful man doesn't waste his time comparing himself to others. He invests it in building his own reality. Point number 5. Build your value. The final and most transformative attitude is this: build your value. Let's take a lesson from Rocky. In the original movie, Rocky Balboa isn't the strongest, fastest, or most skilled fighter, but what makes him powerful is his relentless drive to improve himself, to push harder, learn more, and grow beyond his limits. Now think about your own life. Are you relying on what you already have, or are you actively working to build more value, whether it's in your career, your skills, your fitness, or your character? Here's the truth. A powerful man doesn't chase validation. He creates it by becoming someone people naturally respect and admire. And here's the key. This isn't just about money or looks. It's about developing skills, gaining knowledge, and mastering your craft. For example, think of Jeff Bezos. He didn't start out as the richest man in the world. He started small, focused on learning, innovating, and creating value. Over time, his efforts compounded into extraordinary success. So how do you build your value? Learn something new every day. Read books, take courses, and expand your horizons. The more you know, the more you grow. Take care of your health. Physical fitness isn't just about looking good. It's about energy, confidence, and longevity. Focus on long-term goals. Don't just think about quick wins. Build something that will benefit you years down the line. When you commit to building your value, you stop worrying about what others think, because you know your worth. And a man who knows his worth, that's the definition